Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erickson TV. Curtis here with Lauren. Hey Lauren.
Hey everybody.
Hey Lauren, you know, there's a lot of serious things going on right now with you know, the stock market volatility and about the tax policy, and you know, now we've got the political, you know, debates going on about different things about tax rates and the budget deficit. I thought it'd be kind of fun to lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
And I found an article that was on Yahoo Finance, written by a gentleman named Len Penzo, and it's talking about financial myths debunked.
Oh dear.
And some of these are a little more serious and do have serious ramifications, and some of them are kind of more fun. So I thought what I would do is we would just talk about some of this writer's insights, and then maybe we could bring some of our own narrative to it if we find it interesting or not. So I'm going to do one that's maybe a little more serious, and then one that's not so serious, just to kind of break it up a little bit. So myth number one we're going to talk about is buying a home is always better than renting.
Oh, not always.
Well, yeah, I think up till about 2006, maybe people thought, okay, it's always better to buy. So the reality check that his sources say is that, you know, during the last real estate run-up, this was always repeated as, you know, the mantra. And the truth is that sometimes paying rent may make lots of sense, because in exchange for that rent, you could have lived in a place without the commitment and costs that come with owning the home.
That's right.
And you know, in fact, you know, such as capital repairs, maintenance, things like that.
Right.
And then, of course, also it gives you a lot of flexibility when your lease term is over. You could actually move somewhere else very easily, versus if you own the home. And you know, some people have been trying to sell their home for 2 years.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I think that one's, people now will believe that is a myth.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a fun one. Owning a red car is always more expensive to insure.
Really?
Huh. I kind of thought about this myth, because I think where it comes from is that people think that if you have a red car, you're more likely to be stopped by the police.
Right.
And so your insurance coverage is going to be higher because you're going to have more tickets.
I think and I think there are certain sports cars that have the highest insurance rates, and they're often red.
Okay.
So you know the conclusion just says, oh, okay, red cars.
Yeah. Well, the writer says that the reality is that how much you pay for your insurance has nothing to do with your color of your car. It depends on the car you drive, like you said, sports car, your age, and your driver record. And actually, I took my own mission to do even more research.
Oh, did you? So are unsafe drivers more likely to prefer red cars?
This is almost frightened me, because they actually said that I checked police statistics, and actually red cars do not get stopped more often.
Really?
Yeah, actually, it's gray cars and silver cars. and I own a gray car.
Okay.
So anyway.
Okay.
So
that one really crashed and burned. That myth doesn't work at all.
There you go. So I think we'll do one more to finish this episode. Maybe we'll do a two-parter on this one. So bring up the other one. This one's actually an interesting one. When planning for my retirement, the rule of thumb is to plan on replacing 80% of your pre-retirement income.
Oh, right. There's no way to know what percent you're going to need. I mean, not no way to know, but you actually have to figure that out.
Right.
It's not some rule of thumb that's going to tell you.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's different for everybody. This author said that the reality is that this myth assumes that your expenses will stay in the same range when you retire.
Right. But
when for most people, nothing can be further from the truth. For example, kids moved away. People may pay off their mortgage or downsize to a smaller home. Right. May move to a different locality that's cheaper. For this reason, you have to look at this as a custom approach. Each person is different, so that makes a lot of sense. And that's the way we approach it for retirement. Right. So let's go ahead and end this episode. We'll see you next time for another episode of Erickson TV. Bye now.
All right. See you next time.